Hey, Chin Music listeners, welcome to episode 24 of Chin Music with Mitch and Tony. We're your hosts, Mitch Bone and Tony Legaly. How the heck are you?
Yo, Mitchell, what's going on, baby?
Not much, man. How are you? How's your
Good,
week been?
brother. It's good. I'm just like settled. It's the weather's been kind of really nice to start the week, and it's just slowly gotten little weird here. So just adjusting here on this Thursday afternoon.
Yeah, it was weird. Kind of been off and on snowing all day,
Oh, yeah. Oh,
but it's all
interesting.
melted already. It's weird.
Heck yeah. Yeah, no, been good. What's going on with you, Mitchell? Got anything
Oh,
new?
um, yeah, there's a lot new in Mitch's world.
Let's go.
Yeah, so I potentially maybe getting a radio show here in Billings.
Nice.
It's not a for sure thing yet, so I don't want to completely announce it.
Yeah.
But I met with the management today, and things seem to be heading that direction. So
Hey, great, great. Let's go. Hoping for the best for you, Mitchell. So when you get on the radio, are you going to be like, are you going to change your voice? Like instead of like, hey, this is Mitch. Like, how you guys doing? However you talk, right? You're just going to be like, hey, hello, yeah, 183.3, 190, the zone. Hey, can I do all your spots for you?
I mean, you could totally do more spots, man. Like
Hey,
honestly,
crack out your fucking checkbook then.
honestly, like your voice is so good for like doing advertising compared to mine because I not that I have a monotone voice because I don't have a monotone voice, but I don't have the voices. I guess is what I'd like to say.
I think your voice is just fine. Okay.
Well, thank you very much. Thank you
And
very
I
much.
would be happy to help you with that, my friend. That would be fun. Hell yeah. So yeah, super proud of you, man. Know that you put a lot of time and energy into this deal. So just keep whatever shakes out. Doesn't matter. You do a great job. So good
Thanks.
job.
Still plugging away at school. That's still going on, even though
Oh.
you know, it's not.
Yeah, you got hot chicks in your class. I forgot.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Smoke shows.
Yep. But the big thing that we're doing this week, and it's the whole country, is in March Madness, man.
Oh yeah, it's going on, huh? It's not
Yep.
just the NHL season.
No, it's not just NHL.
Let's go. It all started today, Mitchell. We're kicking off the show. We wanted to do, there was just a big hype, and we ended up just rolling with we're just going to have a show day one of this deal because nobody else, everybody else is listening to ESPN, and,
Yep.
we're like basically second to those guys. So, but we get, passed over quite a bit just because ESPN, big name, whatever, big whoop.
Right.
Yeah, we got like a million followers. Anyways, so what's nice about doing this show on this day is we are actually we've completed like what 4 or 5 games already, right, Mitch?
Yeah. There's 4 or 5 games that are already completed. There's like 4 or 5 more that are playing right now as we're doing this.
Hmm.
Uh, and I've kind of been in the middle of all of it. I've been watching the early slate a little bit when I got home,
Okay.
and I'm currently it's in halftime, but I was just watching the North Carolina Wagner game, which it's a 116, so I mean it's not really a game, but it's still North Carolina, and they're who I kind of support. So,
Well, I already missed a game. It looks like.
so did I. Yeah, I missed a game too because I went against my one rule.
What? Who did I miss?
We both missed the Michigan State game.
Oh yeah, yeah. No. Okay. Yeah, let's get into this Michigan State game. What? Tell me what we were thinking on this deal.
So I don't know about you, Tony, but I've had this rule for years, and I for some reason this year went around or went away from it. That until Tom Izzo retires, Michigan State could be a 16 seed, and they'll find a way to at least win one game.
That's so dirty. I tell you, I got to see him like 10 feet away from me.
No.
Yeah,
Well,
in a spring ball or a fall ball game, we were playing like a Phoenix College or something. It was right, or I guess it would have been spring. Yeah, and March Madness was going on, and Michigan
yeah,
State was in the gym right next to where we were taking BP.
that's crazy.
Yeah, it was pretty sick. So, anyway, sorry.
No, you're good. I mean, you think about him, he's kind of the last one of the Coach K's, the Roy Williams, the Jim Boeheims. He's really the last one of those just like blue blood older coaches just get the best out of his.
So I will say, not just did I totally drop the ball in those regards, what you just mentioned about Izzo. Um, here's what I was thinking when I made that selection. Now that I'm this is why this is hard to do. But I made that selection because I watched a very good Kentucky basketball team, which I still believe that they got potential to
They do.
make a run. They're a little young, but shoot, they got a couple draft picks just hanging out. So
They're always
um,
that's their thing. They always do the one and
yeah,
done.
yeah. So I watched Mississippi State play them, and
Uh-huh.
Mississippi State was rolling those guys, like outplaying them. I think at one point they had a 17, 18 point run. Like, this was a month ago. So it's not like so I'm watching this game or whatever. Well, I believe that Kentucky's a good team, so I'm thinking, okay, this Mississippi State team is legit, right?
Right.
So they play Michigan State. They're a little bit higher of a seed. I think everybody's going Michigan State. So I make that pick. Lo and behold, that Mississippi State game that I did watch, Kentucky did come back to win. Like, and so now all these things are like flashing in my memory now. That is the only game, and that includes Mitchell. That includes the BYU Dubuskene. Who is that? Dubuskene.
Duquesne, I don't even know where
Duquesne.
they are.
Yeah, Duquesne. I got him going. Listen to this. I got Duquesne going to winning the next round also.
Really, I did have them beating BYU, which surprised me because I like BYU.
You did.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is gonna get interesting.
Um.
Now, in this one, now are we all in this one? Is this our deal here?
Probably if it's on the ESPN.
Holy cow! Okay.
But the thing that I think maybe made me pick Mississippi State is the SEC this year has been pretty dang tough when it comes to college basketball. Alabama's good, Auburn's good. Obviously, Mississippi State is pretty good. You have Florida that's decent. Kentucky's always a thorn in the side, even if they're not the greatest. You have 5 teams there in the Big Ten with Michigan State. It's really Michigan State and Purdue that are really great teams.
I have Purdue to win the whole thing.
Sorry, what was that?
Purdue winning the whole thing. That's what I got, Mitchell.
I saw that, and I think that's a little crazy considering last year they lost in the first round.
Well, I think that they're due for some damn redemption there, my friend. Just like I thought Mississippi State would roll over Michigan State today.
Yeah.
I suck.
I do not think Purdue is going to make the end.
Yeah, I know, because you think your team's going to make the end. The Carolina Tar Heels. What's a Tar Heel?
I honestly don't know. And
neither do I.
If it's what I think it is, I don't know how it's allowed.
I don't know.
I'm going to be honest.
Yeah. Moving on. Yeah. Interestingly, Mitchell, I have to share something with you. In the midst of all this madness of March, I am doing something that I have never done for the first time ever in my life on Saturday that I've always wanted to do.
Okay.
Maybe wanted to do. I go in phases. I am going on a 1 day pass ski excursion. I'm going skiing for the first time.
Ooh, are you
Yeah.
going to Red Lodge or are you going to Bozeman?
We are going to Red Lodge.
Nice.
So that'll be interesting.
You're going
Because,
to be in a lot of pain.
well, that potentially is true. And also, I'm not a big heights man. So there's that.
Yeah.
But I think it'll be good, we're just gonna hang loose, and catch some black diamonds and catch some gnarly shreds and fresh pow.
Oh, yeah.
Anyways, so yeah, gonna try that for the first time ever. Apparently, it's supposed to be like skating, and I can barely skate, which is not really necessarily true. But
I was going to say, you're a pretty dang good skater last
no,
I knew.
no, I don't know. I don't. I would say. I mean, all things considering, it's pretty average at best. But
Yeah.
if it's anything like that, I'm sure I'm just anxious to kind of see how they feel on my feet. You know what I mean? Like the edges.
And you're doing skiing, not snowboarding, right?
Right. Yeah. Snowboarding. I mean, I could probably pull that off. I don't know. It just seems kind of. I don't know. I could probably do
Yeah.
it, but I don't know. So, yeah. So that's what we got going on. Um, saw some sort of game here. Let's see here. Let's do a little. I'm gonna just cover this with you, Mitchell. The
Sorry about that. We had a little bit of a technical difficulty.
Yeah. Are you back? Can
I'm
you hear
back.
me?
I can hear you.
All right. Yeah. Where are we headed, Mitchell?
You know, I guess kind of what I want to know is we have the later games today. We have some I think big games for the western part of the US. We have Gonzaga playing and we have Oregon playing. I think Oregon actually just started. They're playing South Carolina. Um so what are your thoughts on some of these western teams? Do you think they've got a shot this year?
Well, let's go down that side of the bracket and let's talk about it. So I can get a visual here. I'm going to pull this up. What do you think about that?
Sounds great.
Yeah. And they're in the West, right?
Yep.
Where am I at here? Okay, so
Well, they may not be. 'Cause I'm trying to think who their one seed is.
Midwest. They might be the Midwest.
Yeah, they might be in the Midwest.
So we're in the Purdue. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So yeah, you got Purdue over Grambling State,
Yep.
Utah,
Obviously.
TCU. I mean, I'll probably roll with TCU on that one. That's what I
I
got.
rolled with Utah State just because of all the former Montana State guys there.
Okay. Okay.
The
I like
former
it.
coaches there, plus like two or three of the players in the Bobcats. So I roll with
Gonzaga.
Utah State.
Gonzaga's not what there's. I mean, they legitimately don't have like a shot, or do they?
Um,
I mean,
they
they're in the
don't have
tournament,
a shot to
obviously.
be like what they've been in the past.
Okay.
They're not going to make. Well,
They could go on a runner though. They get McNeese State first round, which is nothing. That doesn't mean shit. McNeese is a 12 seed, and we see that all the time. I think 12 and a 5. That's pretty
yeah,
common.
12 and 5s are one of the ones that get a lot of upsets.
That Samford and Kansas. Ooh, I could see that one maybe being weird.
Yeah, I don't know. Kansas isn't as good this year either. They've lost some weird games.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying. That could be interesting. I did pick them though. Oregon over South Carolina.
I picked that one, but I'm an Oregon fan, so
Biased. I got Creighton over Akron. I picked
that one
Creighton.
already happened, and that did happen. Creighton.
That happened, and then I got Texas over Colorado State.
I think I put Colorado State. Um, Again, I think for me a little bit in the first round, I like to tend to go to the West. I just if there's a Western team, I tend to go for them.
And St. Peter's will probably, I don't believe, be making another run, right? The Peacocks?
I don't believe they've got another one in them. No, I think their one happened, and they're not going to have one this year.
Well, do you know anything about that team?
I didn't the first time they came, and I still don't this year.
Okay, I was gonna say, like, it was one thing, like, obviously we didn't do our bracketology. You know what I mean?
Right. We didn't do any sort of research here. This is all based on just our thoughts. Honestly.
Pure imagination.
Yep.
That'd be kind of cool if they did have the same squad come back. But then I
That
feel
was
like
2 or 3 years ago, though.
Was it?
So,
No, was it?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
And in college basketball, that's an eternity.
Oh gosh, I am like, dude, I just feel bad. These other sports out there, these other sports that I just don't bet on. I just bet on hockey, and I don't win much, so I don't know what my deal is. You know what I mean? But I'm getting to know these sports better.
Do you bet on the NFL at all?
Well, yeah.
Okay, so have you followed NFL free agency?
I've
get
certainly
off the,
tried.
So you want to talk about like March Madness?
Mm-hmm.
NFL free agency was nuts.
Well, yeah, and I'm a list guy. I need a list as to where all these guys went. Like, it's not like there was one or two big ones. It was like there was quite a few.
No, I mean just to name a few of the big ones because we're not going to be able to name all of them.
Yeah.
Kirk Cousins.
Cousins, yeah. Cousins is a Falcon.
Which is crazy. Russell
Kirk
Wilson.
Cousins sucks.
Oh, I don't know if I could say that. I don't think he sucks.
I think he sucks. I loved him, and I loved him with his, like, you know what I mean? Like, I loved him when he was like, you like that? Like, you like that? I love that when he did that.
I love that.
Bro, that shit still gets me going. So I don't, Kirk, if you're listening, I love you. It's good. I just fucking ever would consider having him on my fantasy team. Anyways.
Yeah.
Kirk Cousins is just not my guy, but it just seems like after that whole trade to Minnesota, there was a little bit of light, and then it just same product, same non-clutch, third and fourth and one. Like, yeah. I heard that news, and I was like,
So then I have a real question for you.
What?
What do you think about Russell Wilson going to the Steelers?
I don't really know. I think Russell's done. I think he was done in Seattle. So, but I think he could potentially revive Justin Fields I do believe, I'm a Russell Wilson fan, so don't get me wrong here, but I do believe he could potentially revive. And it's not like Justin Fields' career shot and he's a nothing, he's a no one. Like, the Bears are... Good luck. Anybody going there, that's what I'm saying. And we'll get into that too, because I know there's a big move there. But, like, I don't know, man. I don't know what system they got, but it sure as shit ain't successful. So I don't really blame him. All I know is there was a glimpse of, like, showtime with Fields, and I loved watching him unlock that. That was really cool to be a part of, to watch. Anyhow.
Right.
So I think, if anything, Russell helps mentor the other massive transaction, which Justin Fields is now a Steeler. And I love Fields as a Steeler. I do. I'm into it. Like, I see him with the colors. I love him with Tomlin, dude. Like, I could see that gelling. Like, I don't think Russell Wilson is the starter. Do you?
Yes, to start out.
Oh God.
Well,
they're going to have the same results as last year then with Russell.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I think it's a very short leash because you do have a quality backup that's actually started in the NFL. But I do think Russell Wilson gets the edge at the beginning.
Yeah, that's probably the only way to do it. I mean, you're not going to have all this hype and, bench a Hall of Famer. Do you think Russell Wilson's a Hall of Fame quarterback?
Yeah, no
I,
doubt.
I, I would say so, right?
Yeah. I mean, yes,
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
last 2 or 3 years of his career have not been good.
No, yeah, but he changed
But
the game in Seattle. Like, bro, yeah,
yeah,
he's probably a considerable, maybe some expert analysis that knows something I don't could enlighten me. I'd be open to it, but offhand, I see him as a Hall of Fame quarterback.
I think there's so many players that you will see be in the Hall of Fame from that 2012 to 2016 Seahawks team
Oh yeah.
that it's just going to be insane.
Mm. Yeah, no, I agree. But yeah, big things going on. NFL free agency. Wow.
Yeah. Josh Jacobs signed with the Packers,
Okay. Love
which,
that.
which that's huge for the Packers because I mean that'll just take more relief off of Jordan Love.
Well, Jordan Love and going to take a massive I mean, are they still going to roll? I mean, obviously they got Aaron Jones. Aaron Jones still looks real. Is he gone?
He's gone. They released him. He's with the Vikings.
Ooh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Like I'm gonna go to the division rival. Have fun.
interesting.
Yeah.
I like Aaron Jones too. So, man, that would be fun to watch.
They do have AJ Dillon still though in Green Bay.
See, I like AJ Dillon. I do. I just, I don't see much upside. Like he's not a massive spark plug kind of back. I mean, he's big and strong, and good luck is all I got to say. But
Right. He's definitely a different type of back than Josh Jacobs. Josh Jacobs, while he can run through you, would more like run around you. You know what I mean? He's more that
yeah.
kind of.
Well,
Where
and it all just kind of matters as to what, that's what's going to be fun to watch is you really get into the depths of these deals and you watch kind of how they respond to, him and LaFleur. Maybe they have a good relationship, and,
yeah.
and how that actually helps the organization and in the long game. So it'll be fun to see these new
Yeah.
relationships. So,
And then so as everybody knows, I'm a huge Raiders fan. Have you seen the defensive line that the Raiders have created?
no, Mitchell.
So they already had Max Crosby, right?
Right. Stud.
Yep. They have another DN by the name of Malcolm Kuntz, who really came on this year and had like 8 sacks. Obviously, having Max Crosby on the other side helped that a ton.
Right.
But he still was a beast this year. Well, now they've gone out in free agency and they added Christian Wilkins, who's the second best D tackle in the league.
Wow. Okay.
And he's only like 27 years old.
Oh yeah, so he's got some longevity too. So okay, well they're making moves. That's good to see. I mean, I listen, man. Hey, if that place in Vegas exploded because that team did, that would be fun to be a part of. That's all I gotta say. Like, you know what I mean? Like the Raiders reinventing themselves, changing that whole black hole kind of shitty, grungy Oakland vibe. Like, still kind of have that edge, but now you're in Party Town, USA. Like, dude, that would be astonishing. So I'm hoping that they any moves the Raiders kind of pull off, I'm rooting for. Yeah, just so you know.
Yeah.
So
and then your Patriots, what are they doing?
I mean, I give your team a compliment and, side with you for 1 second on your shitty-ass team, and then you got to bring up my shitty-ass team right away. They suck.
I know, because they're a team that has so much money right now.
Mm-hmm.
They have the number 3 pick, which they're probably going to use on a quarterback. I don't know which one, but they're probably going to use it on a quarterback. why not try to build a team around him with the free agency money you have? What is their thinking?
I don't know if. Now, here's the thing. Like, give credit where credit's due. The Patriots weren't always a damn dynasty, right? They were awful
No,
for
they were
many,
terrible
many,
before Brady.
many, many years, right? So, like, there is a system in place for them moving forward. I believe that they probably are professionals and obsessed, and they probably know their plan by now, at least moving forward. So I don't know their time frame, and nobody will. You know,
Yeah,
all I know is they're in the middle of an absolute culture change, dude. Like,
it's weird.
you know what I mean? Like like where did they want to go? And it's all contingent. And the reason why their backs are against the wall here is because the NFL it just changes every year, dude. Like the quarterback running the ball now is like a big thing, dude. And like you
Right?
know what I mean? And so that's not the Patriot way. Like,
No,
you know what
at
I
all.
mean? And so I would just be willing to bet that they are at a crossroads in regards to who they're going to be.
Right.
I,
Well,
I
and
would
the
think.
problem is too is the last couple of years of Belichick making the decisions on draft day
Mhm.
killed them.
Well, yeah. I mean, they freaking went out and got that receiver that was brutal. Like, it wasn't brutal. It wasn't a bad pick, but I mean, dude, this guy's at ASU. Like, I watched his foot. I don't know. Yeah. Regardless, didn't really pass the eye test there. So
No, the last few years of Belichick's GMing, was he the GM or was he?
no, I don't know. I'm sure he had probably a pretty decent clout in say.
Okay. Well,
So
anyway, his last few years of being in control were awful.
yeah,
It's going to take the Patriots a while, especially in that division now.
yeah. We'll see, dude. It's gonna be fun. I'm not. I'm just actually encouraged because it's just such a special place, dude. And that organization, you're right, has so much money. Um, I would assume that they want to put a good product on the field.
Every
And
does. Well,
yeah, but I mean, the Patriots it's just been pretty bad, dude. Pretty thin. Like they look like a college team. Like they're yet that young.
good last year.
No, they did not. So yeah, one last one on NFL free agency here. Since we're talking about that same division, liking the whole man, I'm rooting for the Jets again myself. Am I going to find myself really excited again and pick them to win that division again this year with Mike Williams, who's very injury prone,
He is.
understandably, but Rodgers, Mike Williams, great defense. Meh.
You know, as much as I would love to see the Jets win that division, one, I think the Bills cut a lot, so I don't know if they're still better. But the Dolphins are on the verge of creating the best offense time. Have you heard of they're about to trade for?
Who?
Stephon Diggs.
No way.
They are on the verge of potentially trading for Stephon Diggs.
Bro. So you'd have Diggs, Tyreek Hill,
And Waddle.
Jalen Waddle, their running backs.
Yeah.
Damn. And my guy, I like their head coach. I like
Yeah.
him a lot. I don't think a lot of people dislike him. Like he's
No.
definitely a popular guy.
There would be no one able to stop them at that point.
Yeah. It'll be interesting. Love it. Love, love, love. So couple things going on in the NHL. Some really cool. It's kind of a cool time because there's only I want to say about 13 games left in the season.
So the NHL and NBA really have about the same season.
Yeah, it's always been pretty similar, right around the same time of year.
Yeah, because the
Yeah.
NBA has 15 games left too.
Yep. So, yeah. So, a couple teams like right on the bubble that are really needing every point, like
Yeah,
mathematically and everything, just to have a shot. And that's created a whole new element and been really fun to watch.
that is fun to watch. I bet when
Yeah,
there's just that are just like scratching along their way to even make it.
yeah, they like have to win, right? So like,
Yeah,
yeah, so it creates a nice little element, gets a little preseason, almost like a preseason playoff kind of feel. So playoff NHL hockey, oh my gosh, let's go! Cannot wait for the Stanley Cup. Mitchell,
for sure.
anything else, man? What else? What do we got? Anything going on?
Our last thing that I think we should mention, Tony,
Yes.
we actually went and we put in the orders for some hats.
Dude, I am so juiced about the hats.
Right?
These are VIP hats, and the only way that you can have one is if you, well, you can't have it, first of all. We
Yeah.
haven't decided to price them yet, but
No.
depending on who you are, will depend on how much the price is. Anyways,
Amen.
yeah, amen to that shit. Let's go. Hey, those hats that we designed at Snappy Duds Headwear, uh, dude, they're gonna be filthy.
They're gonna be sick.
They're special edition only, like I said. Yeah, very private niche little deal here we got going. So we don't do orders. Yeah, and we stopped taking orders. Like we did some swag a while ago. We stopped taking orders across country because we know we kind of have a global following at this point.
Yeah.
So, but we just too much for us to ship. So please don't DM us or anything. We're just not going to ship it to you. So you just have to make your own Chin Music hat.
Or you can come to us.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So cool. Yeah, but the hats will be out soon. Mitchell, what a lovely show. It is March Madness.
It is March Madness.
And it's
Go
great.
support your team and go Tar Heels. All right, Tony, man. Well, next time we will be back better than ever. Thanks for listening. And
better
Tony,
than ever.
great rest of your day.
Bingo.